Welcome to Smart Medical Buyers YouTube channel. It's World Diabetes Day, and today we are going to tell you how the different types of diabetes affects a person's body. And let us begin by telling you how food is processed in a normal person. You see, when a person eats food, it is broken down into glucose in the stomach. Glucose is what provides the body the energy to perform its day-to-day functions. When this glucose is released into the bloodstream, the body detects a rise in blood glucose levels and orders the pancreas to release insulin into the bloodstream. Insulin is needed to move the blood sugar into cells throughout the body, and that is why insulin and the glucose in bloodstream travel together to the cells in the body that need energy. Once the cells in the body start absorbing the glucose, the blood glucose levels drop. Observing the dropping glucose levels, the body orders the liver to release stored glucose back into the bloodstream. The liver supplies the glucose by turning glycogen, a substance stored in the liver, into glucose in a process called glycogenolysis. Once the glucose is released into the bloodstream, some more insulin is released by the pancreas in order to maintain optimum levels of glucose in the body. This is how the pancreas, liver, and stomach work together in tandem to maintain the sugar levels in the blood. However, in some cases, this clockwork-like system doesn't work properly, leading to diabetes. Now, there are two major types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes, previously known as the juvenile diabetes, type 1 diabetes accounts for less than 10% of the total diabetes cases. It is also the diabetes which is most commonly found in children. In type 1 diabetes, the body does not produce any insulin at all as a result of an autoimmune response where the body doesn't recognize its own insulin producing cells and the immune system attacks the cells and destroys them. However, researchers have not entirely discovered what causes this malfunction in the immune system and why it happens to some people and not to others, and are still trying to find the exact cause of this response in order to come up with a better treatment. In type 1 diabetes, the food is broken down into glucose and released into the bloodstream as usual. However, the problem occurs when the glucose cannot get into the cells due to the absence of insulin. The blood glucose level rises and rises. In order to lower the level of glucose in the blood, the body tries to get rid of the glucose through its kidneys. This is why two of the most common symptoms of type 1 diabetes are frequent urination and bedwetting. And as the kidneys get rid of the glucose in the blood, they also use a lot of water, which may result in an increased thirst in the patient. Undiagnosed type 1 diabetes can also cause fatigue and weakness in the body because in the absence of insulin, the glucose is not able to get into the cells to be used for energy. Yet, the body does need the energy to function properly, due to which it has to turn its fat that have been stored for energy, leading to sudden, unintended weight loss. Thus, some of the most common symptoms of type 1 diabetes are frequent urination, bedwetting, increased thirst, fatigue and lethargy, and weight loss. Once the diabetes is diagnosed, these symptoms can simply be treated by injecting insulin into the body at regular intervals. Now let us understand how type 2 diabetes affects your body. There are usually two possibilities in type 2 diabetes. Either the body isn't producing enough insulin or that the insulin produced by the body is not working properly. Being overweight can cause diabetes in some cases where an excess of fat deposits doesn't allow the insulin to work properly. However, the condition also affects people with normal weight. Under type 2 diabetes, the food is normally released into the bloodstream in the form of glucose. As a response to the rising glucose levels in the blood, the body produces insulin to help the cells take in glucose for energy. Now, due to fat deposits blocking this process, the cells do not get all the energy they want and the glucose levels in the blood rises. Consequently, the pancreas releases even more insulin to lower the glucose levels in the body, increasing the insulin levels in the body. Now, during all of this, the cells that are in need of energy signal to the liver to release stored glucose into the bloodstream, thus increasing glucose levels further. The glucose and insulin levels in the blood keep on rising until it reaches a very high level and gives out. And thus, the excess glucose in the body results in the same symptoms as type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes can be managed by following a few practices regularly. These practices are constantly monitoring blood sugar levels, healthy eating, regular exercises, losing weight, diabetes medication, insulin therapy, and more. These practices shall help the patient keep their sugar levels balanced and manage their diabetes effectively. That's all for today. We hope this video helped you understand more about diabetes and how it affects your body. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we will see you next time in another amazing and informative video. Thanks for watching.